Welcome back. My name is Kaushik and you are watching Kaushik's Everyday English. Today we are going to learn something very useful and something very interesting. Yes, today we are going to learn how to use for and since. These are the two prepositions which are often misused by the beginners in English as well as by the advanced English speakers. So, what are we waiting for? Better start the lesson. In the beginning of the lesson, I'll give you two sentences. Look at the first sentence. I have been in Delhi for 8 years. I have been in Delhi for 8 years. And now look at the second sentence. I have been in Delhi since 2015. I have been in Delhi since 2015. Now we use for and since to talk about time, and in this lesson I'll explain the rules and the difference. Now look at the preposition for. We are going to see how do we use this preposition for. Now for defines a period of time either in the past or in the present or in the future. For also defines a duration of time, and for means from the start of the period to the end of the period. So these are the various cases where we use the preposition for. So we use for with all tenses, right? So for is used with a period of time and it is used with all tenses. I'll give you examples. Look at the first sentence. He reads for 2 hours every day. Here reads is in the present tense. So for is used with simple present tense. Look at the next sentence. Today the students are reading for 30 minutes. Our reading is present continuous tense, and with the present continuous tense we are using for. Look at the next sentence. Mark lived in London for 6 months. So over here lived is the past tense, so we are using for with the past tense. We will visit Australia for 2 weeks. Will visit is again simple future. She has worked here for 10 years. So has worked. Present perfect tense. So with the present perfect tense also we are using for. For is also used with present perfect continuous tense. For example, he has been living in Delhi for several months. So has been living is the present perfect continuous tense. For is also used with past perfect tense. She had studied German for 5 years. She had studied German for 5 years. So had studied is the past perfect tense. Now we will see how to use the preposition since, and this is also very interesting and you should learn how to use the preposition since. Since defines a point in time in the past. That means since talks about a specific time in the past. Since gives the starting point. It defines when things started. So as because it talks about a specific time, it tells us about the particular point of time when the thing started. Since means from a point of time in the past until now. That is the work that started at some point of time in the past is still going on, is still continuing. We usually use since with the perfect tenses. So don't use since with any other tenses. Try to use since with the perfect tenses only. I'll give you examples. He has been watching TV since 7 p.m. Now, has been watching. This is present perfect continuous tense, and 7 p.m. is again a specific time period, a specific point of time. So the thing started at 7 p.m., right? That he started watching TV at 7 p.m. and is still watching. So the work is still going on. So in this way, you can use since. Look at the next sentence. My parents have lived in Kolkata since 2000. So again, since 2000 is a particular point of time, a specific time, and have lived is the present perfect tense. Look at the third sentence. She had been asleep since the day before. Had been asleep is again past perfect tense, and the day before is again a particular point in the past. Mark had been writing a book since 2021. So had been writing is again past perfect continuous tense. So I hope you have understood how to use since. So since is always used with the perfect tense, and since defines a particular point in the past. It gives the starting point, it defines when things started, and it also means from a point in the past until now. So friends, we have seen that we use since with a point in time. Since follows a point in time. Now, what are points in time? I'll give you examples. Since 8 o'clock, since 9 a.m., since 10 p.m., since midday, since midnight. So 8 o'clock, 9 a.m., 10 p.m., midday or midnight. These are all the specific point of time. Or you can use since with 5 minutes ago, since 2 days ago, since 3 weeks ago, since a few years ago. So again, these are all specific point of time. Or you can say since this morning. This morning is again a specific point of time. Since this afternoon, since yesterday, since the day before yesterday, since Monday. Or you can use since 2015, a particular year. Or you can say since last Tuesday, since last week, since last month, since last year, since last summer. Or you can use since with a clause, the clause that also talks about a specific time. For example, since I moved to Delhi. So when I'm saying since I moved to Delhi, I'm talking about a particular point of time from when I came or from when I started living in Delhi. Or you can say since I left my job, or since I became a teacher. So these are the various points in time which are used with since. Now I'm going to tell you about some common mistakes that we make while using for and since. Now I've told you that for and since both can be used with the perfect tense. Now for is used with all the tenses, and since is used specifically with the perfect tense. So basically both for and since can be used with the perfect tenses, but the form is not the same. That's the mistake that we make. Now you should remember that for follows a period of time. Now if I say he has been in Delhi for 2 days, then 2 days is definitely a period of time, and with that we can use for. But if we say he has been Delhi since 2 days, then it will be wrong, because since cannot be used with a period of time. Now look at the use of since. I have told you that since follows a point in time. That means a specific time period, a specific time. Now if I say he has been in Delhi since Tuesday, then obviously it's right, because Tuesday is a specific point of time. But if I say he has been in Delhi for Tuesday, then it will be wrong, because for cannot be used with a point in time. So when you use for and since, I hope you should remember this point and you won't make the error. So friends, this is for today, and I hope this lesson will be very helpful for you. I'll be back again with another interesting video for you. Till then, stay safe, love your family, love your parents, and love yourself.